start the class of this week, which is week number, I don't know. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Cansada.
Now in Spanish, you.
Bien. ¿Cómo
Va.
está?
Bien, bien. ¿Y tú, Jazz, cómo estás?
Cansada.
We need to fix that. But great.
¿Cuándo?
Okay. Gio, did you do your homework?
Absolutely not.
What?
Listen, I'm not a good student.
What?
You're an excellent teacher. I am a terrible student. Jazz is the star people here.
Jazz is the star people
I
indeed.
don't want. That's too much pressure.
I gotta have a balance.
I don't retain information. That's too much pressure.
Oh, this is going to be just practice, like the week before that we didn't record. So it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So, well, Jazz, since you are the star of the class, you should ask. You should ask Gio one or two questions from the homework in Spanish, of course, and start a conversation with Gio. Hi, Molly.
Fork. Hold on.
No one understands dog. Quit.
Fork.
Again, you can just go and check all your notes, all the slides, anything. The translator if you want.
Wait, I hear music.
From
It's doubling. It's double playing.
It's really soft.
it's from the shared screen. Don't worry about it. Just
Okay, it was so soft. I'm like, wait. Okay. And now I'm not gonna be able to not hear it. Okay. Oh god.
where's the star of the class?
Shh, I'm totally stop.
Did you just shush the teacher? Damn.
I'm gonna go jump off the bridge. Not really, but I told you before when put on the spot, my brain just completely turns off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I will just put it more times on the spot.
All right, here I'll do the homework real quick.
I mean, that is the point. You're gonna do the homework in class. Just Jazz is gonna help you with help you in quotations with asking you the question.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Oops.
No hablo español.
No hablo español. No. Gio.
This is why I don't talk to people. They don't want to talk to me.
I don't know what you said.
That is why I'm typing it in the screen.
¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Jazz. ¿Cómo te llamas?
There you go.
Sorry.
Oh. Me llamo Gio.
Nice, nice. Okay, since you both introduced yourself, and I know both of your names now. Jazz.
Sí.
¿Qué lugar te gustaría visitar? Oops. If you don't know something, you can ask me in English. What does that
Mhm.
mean?
Does that mean what place would you like to visit?
Yes.
Mm,
How about you, Gio? While Jazz is thinking about the 300 countries we have in the world, ¿qué lugar te gustaría visitar?
Ireland.
Ireland? Nice.
Sí.
Do you-
Me
I'm
gusta
pretty,
cerveza.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably green. And do you know how this is typed in? Well, what is this? The Ireland in Spanish.
No. So I would
Ir,
assume it would just be Ireland.
no.
very close.
Or
Irlanda.
Arlinda.
Why would they change the name of a country in Spanish?
The
Because
same
that's
reason why they change it in English. It's very
a lot
stupid.
of
Ireland and
names.
Ireland.
Yeah, I know. I get with. I'm with you. It should be Ireland in
Every
Spanish.
country does this, though. A lot of them say different country names differently than how the country says it.
Well, they might like their accent. I could see their accent. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is I could see their accent changing how it's pronounced because different consonants have different pronunciations depending on what language you're speaking. But either way, it should always be Ireland.
Well,
In this case, yes, but it also depends a lot on when the language and the country meet each
Mhm.
other. So there are
Mhm.
there are times in history for Spanish where they were very strict on how things should be pronounced in Spanish. So there's not that many things that end with just nd in Spanish. So probably at that time there was someone saying like this is wrong. Let's just put an a.
Oh, I see. I understand what you're saying.
I can break your brain with some example. For instance, home run from baseball
Mhm.
in Spanish, and I absolutely dislike this. It's home run
Home run.
because it sounds similar,
Mhm.
but I never use it anyway. That is why. But now you know how the country is in Spanish. Do you how do you say someone it's from Ireland? Like if I'm from Mexico, I'm Mexican. If I'm from Ireland,
You're Irish.
Irish. Okay. I don't think you've been around for that many words of the day, but I will ask anyway. Do you know how would this be in Spanish?
No.
How about you, Jess?
I know there is something, but I cannot recall what it is. I
So in
could
English,
go look in Discord and find it.
it's going to, I mean, it's somewhere there,
Yeah.
but it's going to take a while. This is a suffix, right? Ish. That it belongs to something in English. Like it belongs
Mhm.
to Ireland in this case. In Spanish is the S usually. It depends on the type of word, and I don't think there are rules. There are some things that would be like this: Irlandés, Holandés. I think I can't remember another one like this. It's
What is
probably
this,
with
Japanese?
Japonés. Yes, Japonés, Holandés. So probably something that ends in nd or has an nd
Mhm.
or just n probably goes like this. This is called gentilicio in Spanish. In English, it was what? Denonim, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Very important. I will probably have to put this in a list somewhere. Okay, Jazz, back to you. ¿Qué lugar te gustaría visitar?
Mm, I want to do a full sentence, but I can't. That's the problem.
I'll try whatever you have. Whatever you have. We can work. That is the point of the class, that you have mistakes and we can work around them. I will give you something simple to work. Try in English first. What you want to say, and then we can work on the
Mhm.
translation.
I would like to visit Japan.
Japan, just like the last class. Well, I would put would. What? Which words you don't know about the sentence? Both of you in Spanish.
Would, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna underline that one because that one is going to be complicated, but
Mhm. Uh, not sure how to conjugate the like.
yeah, this is going to be fun.
Mhm.
So in English, this would, it's actually conjugating like, right? It's, what is this time? Is it imperfect future? I can't remember. Because this is not future, this is not perfect future. Anyway, let's call it the possible time, the possibility of time,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
it's something that has a possibility. It's not future really, but it goes there. So in Spanish, you will conjugate this in the single, in the word or in the verb. So it's gustar, and anything with would, I think it ends in ia.
Yeah.
So in this case, sería gustaría.
So
Yes.
me gustaría uh, lugar. Is there another word?
Lugar is
Lugar.
place.
Place. Oh, okay. No. Okay. Visitar. I can't. Sorry.
Visitar. Don't worry. Japón. How to be the word. And that this only means that next class I will have to work on all, not all the times, but a lot of times of verbs, and then you will have to
Mhm.
study a lot. Anyway,
I
questions
should
so
be
far?
studying in general more
Don't
than
worry.
what I do.
Don't worry, don't worry. We all have our times. Questions so far? I'll take that as a no. Do you want, let's not make it only one side. Do you want to ask me a question from the homework?
Mm, see.
I will take that as a no. Okay.
I have to find it again. Hold on.
No, I said C, and then my brain shut off. I said C.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Again, you can
that.
try it in English so we can work it around in Spanish.
What is your city known for?
Oh my God. What is your city known for? I used something wrong. What do you not know from the sentence? Just individually, because it's a complicated one in Spanish, I think.
I think it'll be quicker to say what I do know, which is K
Okay.
and ciudad. K and ciudad. That's all I know.
Okay, ciudad.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is complicated because it's a weird what, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like if I would have to translate it in my brain, that what would be for what is known, is your city known, blah 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 blah. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we know what is for, but if you don't, is por, and what is que.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you remember that the slides or the class when I was talking about questions in Spanish, this is also why, right? In this context. It's a weird one because we don't use it exactly like this, not in the English sentence nor in the Spanish sentence. This is not why. But it has to be that way. So it's por que. I think the best way to explain this is like just like the for what is por qué cosa, for what thing is known your city. It is implied in English, it is implied also in Spanish, but since we're learning, it's like not there just now. Por qué cosa? You know what is, right, Jazz?
Yes.
Es. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure none of you knows what is known, so it's conocer is the infinitive verb, but we are not using that one. We are using conocida, which is the noun. Yeah, the noun version of known instead of the verb. Tu ciudad. Did I type? Oh, yeah, it was not with accent. Anyway, ¿por qué es conocida tu ciudad? Do you want me to answer first, or are you going to answer first for yourselves?
What if I said I already answered this last week? Except I did state, not city.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I will answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Mi ciudad es conocida por un lugar llamado el Cosmo Vitral. Yes. And now I will have to show you the freaking Cosmo Vitral. Open image in a new tab. Thank you very much. God damn it, it's so small.
I feel like you've told us about the Cosmo Vitral before.
Probably. Yeah, it's super small, but whatever. This is the Cosmo Vitral.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton glass, and it's like a greenhouse. And it's very beautiful.
Pretty.
It's not useful, but that is what we're known for. And y por el chorizo.
Chorizo.
Chorizo. Chorizo verde. Green
Oh, sauce.
green chorizo, especially. Nice. Good job.
Chorizo is like a type of sausage, right?
Yeah, it's a bit more complicated than that, but yes, it's a type of sausage. Ok, Gio. ¿Por qué cosa es conocida tu ciudad?
Mi ciudad es famosa por el racismo.
Okay, yeah, works. Works. Good job. It's very well done. How about you, Jazz? Tu ciudad, no tu estado. Or is it the same for you? Like,
No,
okay, okay.
my city is known for. I need inspiration. ¿Cómo se dice diversity?
Diversidad.
Diversidad.
Diver-
Mi ciudad es conocida por el diversidad.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you here. Por el diversidad. I want you to think about this part. Just, I know this shouldn't be like a thing you need to think about. It would be more common across more classes and more time. What do you think diversidad gender is? It's very stupid that what I'm asking, but what's the gender of diversidad?
I'm not sure.
Female?
Female. Why?
Because the AD at the end?
Yes, because ends in ad. So
it should be la
diversidad. Exactly. Oops, are you serious?
Sí.
Por la diversidad. Now I need to think about another example instead of ciudad, or another word instead of ciudad, just to test you about something else in this same sentence.
So,
yes.
Mi ciudad es conocida por, should it be la racismo?
Racismo? No. Think about the word again. What is the gender?
Racismo. Well, racismo, is it gendered? I guess it is.
I mean, it's male, right?
Yes, it's male. Why it's male? It's the O?
Is that within? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is why that one is el racismo. But there's
Should
another.
it be female?
Huh?
Why? Now I want to know.
Ciudad.
Yeah, okay, I got you. I got where you're going. Yes.
So it should be la racismo. Racisma.
No, okay. The do I have that somewhere? I think I have that one somewhere. Give me a second. One of the early weeks when we were talking about, not the early weeks, I think it was week 4, probably. Yes, week 4 probably it's gonna work. So when we split the sentence, We want the verb and everything, like who makes the action, the verb and the description of the noun on the same gender, like you just did.
Mhm.
But the complements like direct object, indirect object, and other stuff when you're describing the situation, they don't necessarily need to go with that gender. And now I need to think on the spot for an example of these.
So
Mhm.
can racismo be a different gender?
No, racismo it's one of those words that is only that gender for now. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it
So
will
then, yeah.
change.
So if it could be a different gender, then you would make it female to match
Female.
the rest of the sentence. Or would you change Ciudad Conocida to match?
Now this is where I need to
Racismo?
think, because this is very I like your questions, Joe. I like your questions. No one questioned me about this ever in college. I'm pretty sure you don't have to, because the direct object, it's just describing something else. But I need
Mhm.
a good example for this. Yeah. So let's say Jazz gave her ball to Juan. Simple, right?
Mhm.
Let's put it in Spanish now. Jazz le dio su pelota a Juan.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right. So
So
because Jazz, so we're talking about Jazz and her ball, that makes the sentence naturally female, right?
yeah,
And because the possessive is Jazz and her ball, Juan has nothing to do with whether or not the. But if it was
exactly.
Juan's ball, if we were talking about Juan and his ball, then that would make the sentence male, right?
I don't think so. Let's give it a try. Why are you doing this? There you go. Jazz gave his ball to Juan. Right? It makes sense that Jazz gave. Well, no, I probably Juan's ball to him. Right? Let's give it that way. So
Mhm.
Jazz le dio. It this is one of the weird ones because it could be exactly the same way and it just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna try it.
Well, I mean, I get because we're talking like in reference to Jazz, it's female.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
So I'm saying if we change Jazz for Juan, so if it's Juan gave Juan's ball, Juan gave his ball to Jazz, then would it be Juan Lo or Juan La?
No, not really, because this is a very complex. It's this le, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's how do I explain this? You see, we have lo, la, se, le
Mm-hmm.
for the pronouns, and this is like the last class that we struggle a lot to describe this. Where's my thing about this? This is even also complex to explain in Spanish. So lo is more for absolute gender neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we might not know who made the action, so we could use lo,
Yeah, it's like they them.
kind of thing. So we could say instead Juan said that. In Spanish, we could use Juan lo dijo. And I'm just not using that in the sentence. I'm just putting this inside lo and
Mm-hmm.
dijo. But if I say Juan told someone that. Dijo alguien. Oops. Juan le dijo eso a alguien. This le. Where is it coming from? Give me a second. I need to really think about this. It's yeah. It's because finally, thank you, brain. So this one is taking the gender from the direct object.
Mhm.
So in this example of said that, since that or the idea of what he said is not something with gender, we can use lo. But the direct object of saying or telling something to someone is saying itself. It's the same verb. And dijo, which is told in Spanish, is already a male word.
Mhm.
So this one is going to be le. Now back to the all of this to go back to the freaking ball. Dio is the core of the. It's the core of the sentence here. It's the action, and Dio is the one that is giving the gender to the situation. The ball doesn't have to change gender because the verb. The ball is just that is the word pelota. There is no peloto in Spanish, right? So it cannot change gender. Therefore, the article only affects the immediate word. And same here. The article affects the immediate verb. So when we go back, and we keep going back and back. So if we go to racismo, since racismo and diversidad are also words that don't have a different gender, the article that you're going to use, it's the article that modifies the word you're using. So if racismo is masculine, you're going to use el. If diversidad is female, you're going to use la. The only thing that can change is this part, conocida. Because conocida can be male or female. And that is what I need to think about an example, just like my city is known for something, but with a noun that is male, so we can see the difference really quick. Let's try with a car. So the sentence would be, my car is known for being fast. Let's say that. In Spanish, it would be, mi carro o mi coche es conocido por ser rápido. Oops. Ay, como
Rápido?
rápido. Rápido. It's the accent goes here. Now I overcomplicated myself because now you're right. Okay. So.
Now I'm right.
Yeah. Now you're right. So. Because this one also has gender. So, carro is modifying known, conocido, or conocida. So this one is male, this one is male. And this is an adjective. So it's also going to be male. It's describing the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I need to think about the car, but in female. So let's say, let's give it a name, a nickname to the carro. Mi carro. And let's put the nickname Juana in front. Now that we know that this is complicated, but now I'm saying like mi carro has a name and its name is Juana. So now I could just swap carro for Juana. And now it's a female word. Es conocida por ser rápida. I don't know if you see the difference here.
Well, rapida is, like you said, an adjective, and racimo is not an adjective, which is why it doesn't change based off of the subject. Because
Yes.
that's racism. That is it a noun? I don't know.
It is describing, but it's not an adjective,
It's not,
right?
yeah, it's not an adjective.
It's a noun.
Because
Yes.
you can say someone is racist, but you can't say they are racism. They have racism, but the adjective form of it would be racist.
Yes, that is a really good answer. So if we would want to change that sentence in female, miss you that por
Or being
ser
racist. Or being racist.
racista.
Racista.
Racista. Yeah.
Okay.
Which it's still weird because racista is female, but it doesn't require. There is no racisto,
Okay.
just racista. But it is an adjective in this case.
It's one of those weird adjectives.
It's one of those weird. We have a lot of them. That's why I try to be clear that the gender is not about people or genital. It's about the word, and it's just that way. Questions again? Made sense a bit? All this rambling?
Yep.
You can say no, and I can just quit and.
No.
See, no. Okay,
no.
we will revisit this later.
No,
on.
it's just a lot of information, and I feel like it might be higher than beginner.
It's a step towards understanding.
Yeah, I sadly regret to inform you that this is beginner because you're gonna use it.
I refuse.
All the time in Spanish. I don't know, like we use me several times.
Frequency doesn't mean beginner. There's a lot of stuff you can use all the time that would.
I know this this part of the atonos pronouns. That is very hard to explain in English, in Spanish, in any language. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Something that
I don't
better to
remember
practice.
any of my semesters of Spanish talking about those at all. Like those, I feel like when you brought those up, it was all completely brand new to me.
That is great.
So
the hardest part about learning new languages for me so far, in general, just has been rectifying the difference between female and male in the words. Like, what's the point? Why?
Because someone way back when who made the language decided so, and what their reason was, I don't know.
They suck.
I don't know. I think I'm glad that it's just the gender and not the singular and plural, because you're doing exactly the same thing. I think it's easier when you have the entire thing connected like this, rather than think it once and then. It's probably because you're looking at just single sentences and then it just doesn't make sense. If I give the female once in that sentence, I should know that I'm talking about a female word or a female person or whatever throughout the entire sentence. This plays way better for reading and speech and understanding when you have a really long paragraph, when they are talking about one thing and you don't have to repeat that one thing several times inside the paragraph to understand that you're still talking about that one thing just by the marks of gender and number. We will be there at some point. I promise this will make sense.
Yeah, one day it'll click.
I just need to retain stuff. I don't stuff.
Okay, we have still 20 more minutes or something like that. because I don't know exactly when we started. So I want to ask again, just like the last week. Yeah, do you have? I'm gonna ask it differently. Do you have a story related to you learning Spanish? I'm using way too many A's. There you go. So what I want is a bit try to do a more complex sentence if you want in English. I know Jazz has the mini story of her aunt, but it could be anything, right? I don't. It could be like a story of you studying Spanish in high school or elementary school, or
Sí,
something like that.
sí, I have a story from high school.
Go.
Can I say it in English first?
Yes.
No.
You're a beginner. Yes, please do it in
Okay.
English first.
I had to do a presentation on Cinco de Mayo. And when I gave my presentation, I had completely lost my voice. So the teacher yelled at everyone to shut up.
Boys.
Nice.
This is a true story, too.
I'm surprised about how much I can remember while typing. Oops. There we go. Okay. Let's try to break it down with with the three of us in Spanish. What do we know or what we don't know about this sentence?
I know yo.
Yo, okay.
Yo, pero.
Okay.
Would
Mhm.
perdido work for the lost I'm using here? Perdido?
Yes, it's not perdido. Oh, I mean, no, it works, but yes, it's perder. Perder is lost.
Perder. Okay. Maestra, because it was a female teacher.
See? That is good. That is a really good example of why we wanted gender. Now I know it was a female teacher, and we don't need to put female teacher. You just say maestra.
Cinco de Mayo, like Gio said.
I just okay. Cinco.
Yeah. Cinco. Cinco de Mayo. No. Sorry.
I have a couple. What and means?
I feel like I should know this, but I don't.
Same.
E.
Good job. Good job.
E.
What about when?
Cuando?
Great. Present. What about presentation?
Presento?
Close.
I was going to say presentation.
That is a bit French, but you are very close. You are very close. I don't know French, but presentation. It's very close.
I took a semester of French too. Okay.
Okay. No, okay. Let's use that. You just said presentation or something like that in English, right?
Yeah,
But it's French.
Yeah.
Presentación.
Okay. How you try to say it with a Spanish accent? Try to be more tough with the sentence.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say it French again.
Try it again. Try it again, but it's okay. Try it.
Presentation.
Oh, very close. It's still very French, but very close. Presentación.
That's what I was going for when I said it French.
Yeah, that is why I know it was like it. This is one of those words that I want you to see that it's very similar in Spanish, and this is just going to help you forever now. Xion, like presentation. I can't remember any other word right now with Xion, but it will translate to Sion most of the time, or maybe Sion. I depends on the word and whatever. But now you know that probably that word is exactly the same in Spanish.
Okay.
80% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And what about
We
boys?
just have a different ending.
Mm-hmm.
Boys. I mean, I can go to Google.
Yes. This is the part you can go to Google.
Boss.
Yes, boss. I can. I think it was on the vocabulary I give, but I can remember.
What's it? I don't remember a lot from the vocabulary because I didn't put any of it to use. I just write stuff down.
What about told?
Told.
Deal.
Yeah. Have I talked about everyone?
Maybe.
Yeah, we did talk about it. After I typed into Google and saw the word, I remember. Todas.
Todos, todas. I think we can go with this. So I'm just gonna put them down there. So let's start. Yo had. What is have in Spanish?
Tengo.
Ajá, tengo.
Tengo.
So now we need to conjugate it. This is why we're getting close to. I need to teach you this, and this is going to be a bit more than beginner time.
Past tense.
Past tense and future tense and present perfect and past perfect and future perfect and other 4 or 5 times more in Spanish, but I'll be there. Yo tenía, but it's had to do. So it's tenía que hacer.
Que hacer.
Oh,
so you would not conjugate hacer?
Nope. It's to do, right?
Okay. So
Tenía
yo
que hacer,
tenía que
but it's
hacer.
a. Remember
What
the
is
zombies.
the zombies? I don't remember the zombies, but I was gonna ask, what is the gender presentation? I'm probably saying that French again. I'm sorry.
Presentación.
Presentación.
What is the gender of presentación?
I don't know. The O makes me want to say male, but I don't know.
Okay. I think this one is one of the super weird words that it's female. And I don't know why. Presentación.
Probably because of exactly how you're saying it.
Yeah.
I would guesstimate. I would say the Sion has nothing to do with it.
Yes.
I ask.
I ask. No, I don't know. It's a really weird one because I don't. This is one of the things that defies the purpose of gender. Really, like goes into female, male, normal thinking. So presentación is female. It's probably using ta to determine the female or male things. But I'm looking at other synonyms, and we have something like exposición, which is also female. And I don't have an answer for why that one is female. It's female.
Because someone willed it so.
It doesn't have anything to do with like the last two words before the last two letters before the sion.
No, this one is like I know it's female because I listen it to a lot of times. You can check the dictionary, and the dictionary says it's female. Let me show you. It's right here, DF. Presentación. I think I can. Yeah, I can clear exposición, and it's the same. So it's probably more in the history of why that word, like it's come from the Latin, right? So it might maybe in Latin it was already female for some reason, and we just keep the gender, but it doesn't correlate with A's or O's. Anyway, it's female. Female word.
Okay.
So A. What does A mean?
A.
Remember the zombies.
Un.
Yes.
But female, so una. Una presentación. Presentation.
On is something that I need to explain in a different class. It's going to be, this is just vocabulary, but on is sobre, right? Oops.
Sobre. 5 de Mayo.
It should be typed with the 5, the normal 5, but let's use cinco, so whatever. Y.
Y cuando. And gay. Yo.
So we have this part, right? What is give? We might know.
Dar.
So we need to conjugate dar in past. Yeah. So in past is di.
Di. So y cuando yo di or just di? Since because it would be implying the yo.
That is this is like why I still have the pronouns on the left. Which one you want to use? You want to use, not what is correct or anything. Which one you want to use?
Yo.
Okay, yo. Di.
So dar is gave.
Dar is
give is dar. Di.
Well, I mean, like if it was present tense, it would be dar.
Yes.
Okay.
Di is past tense.
Like I'm giving you something.
Yeah, yo te doy algo. That is present.
Yo di. La presentación.
Can I type in Spanish? No. We're around here.
Lost. Need a conjugate per the. Yo parody. I'm getting self-conscious with how many yos I'm throwing in here.
Right? We're gonna work with that in a second, but keep going.
Okay. Yo parody. Me vols. Me vols.
Go back. Just look to your left and find which one is that you really need.
Me.
You have personal tonics, atonos, possessive, demonstrative, temporal articles.
Meatballs?
Yes.
Okay, meatballs.
Oops.
Meatballs. I lost.
So is entonces. That is exactly the same translation, the one-on-one translation.
Oh, okay, so entonces la maestra told. Dijo todos to shut up.
Oh, I didn't put shut up anywhere,
No,
right?
no. I'm like looking for it and like I don't see it. Where is it?
So shut up is callar.
Caria.
Todos callar. So this is weird in a couple of places.
Yes.
This is the weirdest part of the sentence so far. Dijo
Okay.
a todos que se callaran. And this is not your fault. This is like how Spanish works compared to English in some parts. So we needed to tell in the sentence to whom the teacher was speaking and just to announce that they were many people there, right? So that is that. That is the weirdest thing. This works. You could go outside in the world and speak like this, but you said I'm very conscious about using yo too many times in a single sentence. That is a mark of English. It doesn't work. It doesn't look very bad in English. I have like the same things, but in Spanish, we have so many things to use instead of yo. So let's go with here. This is okay. Yo tenía que hacer una presentación sobre 5 de mayo. Y cuando so we have this la. Let's use la because we're talking about the presentation. Let's remove that yo. And let's remove presentation. So in this la di, I know that you're talking about. Oops. I cannot draw on this. Anyway, I know you're talking about presentation in this la. I know that if you say the, you are conjugating the verb in the first person in singular, so which it is yo. So just saying la di, I know you're talking about all of that. So yo tenía que hacer una presentación sobre 5 de mayo y cuando la di, again, I don't need this yo because it is inside how you're conjugating the verb of perder. Perdí mi voz. Entonces la maestra dijo a todos que se callaran. And this example works perfect to understand how all of these átonos, the pronombres átonos, I cannot say átonos or whatever is in English. Pronombres átonos work in Spanish. This is the entire point of using them. To reduce the amount of information you need to repeat in a sentence.
Okay.
To put it out there. I hope this example works to understand átonos. If not, we will try again and again and again.
What will probably help me is if I were to learn what Atanos means in English, because I have no idea.
Atanos, this is one of the things it's like the 5th time I say one of the things. Atanos. It's unstressed.
Unstressed, but that
doesn't give you anything.
It doesn't give me anything. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm saying you because it for me also in Spanish, it doesn't give me anything. It's just the name that it's used to say that they are not on stress. Yeah, I don't know. I might need to find like a really good explanation in Spanish and then try to look it in English.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea is that you don't need to know autonomous. You don't forget the name of this type of pronouns. It's just to separate them from the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember what it does, and it's what we just did right now. To not necessarily repeat information inside a sentence.
Okay.
Okay, you do you have questions? Because I like your questions.
No, nothing comes to mind.
Do you want to try another of these examples because we are at the end of the class, or do you want to just go with the word of the day?
It's up to you.
It is almost Goji's feeding time and medicine time.
Word of the day.
Word of the day it is.
Mm-hmm. Hi, puppy. Come here, puppy.
Go Jay!
Goji.
Where's the word of the
She-
day?
Gone.
She's
Gone
standing
forever.
half out on the patio and half inside and is staring at me.
That's with Goji.
Hmm?
In questions? No, that is
The word of the day is with Goji.
Goji, what is the word of the day? What's the word of the day, Goji?
Goji has all the answers.
She said, tilting. Goji. What's the word?
Goji, speak.
Should be in help, right?
No, she's just staring. Come here,
Found
Goji.
it. Jesus Christ.
See?
Goji, every time that kid jumps on the ceiling, bark.
No, I actually prefer that she doesn't learn to bark a lot. I am very blessed that she is not a dog that barks a lot while living in an apartment.
Goji, go get the broom and hit the ceiling with it every time the kid jumps.
Yes, do that, Goji. With your
Word
no thumbs.
of the day. Is
So loud. That is so loud.
It's not loud for me.
It is
I turned something something down enough that it makes it so it does not break my eardrums and I don't know what I turned down.
I don't know what you're saying, Jess. All I hear is.
I am just saying I am rejoicing that I did something correct so it does not break my eardrums.
Okay. Okay, it took me like forever to
Yes.
understand what the
Yeah.
word of the day it was. So, Gio, how comfortable are you reading in Spanish?
Destination.
Destination, no. Okay,
Destinizado.
Yes, perfect. Do you want to read the single thing?
Everybody.
Let me make it bigger.
Tanadia. I can't. Libre de tiranía.
Libre de tiranía. Do you want a wild guess what tiranía means?
Tyranny.
Tiara?
Yes,
No, tyranny.
tyranny.
I was gonna say tiara.
So it's someone. What? Well, let's keep trying. What? So it's tyranny. What is libre?
It's a dictator.
But yeah,
Dictator?
it's no. What is libre means?
Freedom.
Freedom. Yeah,
Freedom of
free.
tyranny.
Free of tyranny. Yes, that is the
Free, yeah.
that is the meaning. Free of tyranny. Destiranizado or destiranizada. Took me forever to read it. I just couldn't make sense. Good job.
Gracias.
Now, do you want to put that in the Discord so everyone knows that you know?
Wait, I didn't hear what he. I missed the word.
Destiranizado.
Yes. Yes.
Libre de tiranía. What tiranía
Yes.
means?
Free of tyranny, but what? That's the definition, though.
Yeah.
So what was the word? In
Destiranizado.
English. What is it in English?
I don't know. You don't need to know the word in English right now
But I want to.
because you already know what it means in Spanish, right? Do you have a word for this in English, Gio? Do you think you have a word for free of tyranny? Before I
Thinking.
paste this.
Thinking.
I'm thinking too.
Can't come up with anything.
Free of tyranny, not deserted.
Oh, it's literally just detyrannize.
Yes.
Detyrannize.
That's why it's like you don't need it. I knew you don't need it. As long as you know what it means. Detyrannized. Good job. You don't need me anymore for the word of the day. You can just go and do the thing on your own.
No.
It's great.
It's fun when you do it.
I mean, yes, that is my job. I will still do it. But you don't need me anymore.
No, we will always need you. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm here to remind you to not be the pink Sonic.
To not be the pink Sonic. What was hers again? What was Amy? Amy, what were you?
What's CPD?
No,
No.
that was not Amy.
No?
That was the red
No.
Sonic.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was Knuckles. Dependent. Yeah, dependent. I'm sorry, Jett. We need you.
I know, but if I'm gone, the world won't end. So yeah.
No, actually no, the world might not end because you will not be exploding the sun anymore. So
See? You want me to bring back the destyrannizado thingy, Gio?
Huh?
Equals the tyrannize equals free of tyranny. I like it. Good job. Yes. Congrats. So yeah, next class, I think we're just gonna talk about time in Spanish outside of ahorita, right?
ahorita.
But
That's
yeah,
all I need to know. Ahorita. All I
good
need
job.
to know.
It would be helpful
Mm-hmm.
if, like, what you have up right now,
Mm-hmm.
if it had the English with it.
I mean,
But at the same time, I say no because it forces us to think in Spanish.
yes, that is my idea. You still have all this information. All of this information is in the slides. That it's in the resources folder in Google Drive.
Right.
If you,
I just need to go and actually study it. I understand.
yeah,
I'm a
but
bad student.
it's
I hear
there.
you, Jett. Stop. You,
No.
don't, you don't have to put me down anymore, Jett. I understand.
I will just cut the video now for YouTube.